Yeah.
All right, so this is where we kind of lost it 6. So I'm recording this just in case I post like this little squib of a video. So let me clear this. Let me unfreeze. Here. So this probability is 80%. So independent events would mean that 80% are yes and 80% are no. So this is where I'm getting this 80% of that. But it's got to be an 80% of 200. Okay, so obviously 80% of 200 is 160. And then the 20% is no. 20% of that is 40. 80% of the 400 is 320. That means 20% is 80. So that's what independent events would look like. All right, so now we can show what it would look like if they were independent. That it wouldn't matter if you could do one versus the other. Now again, this is kind of doing just like a silly like thing. But it's kind of legit. But I mean, this is like, you know, you could talk about a vast majority of things that are conditional probabilities. But if they don't depend on each other, then they're independent. If they depend on each other, then they're not independent. So yes, taco tongue is 480 out of the 600. So that is 0.8. Yes, taco tongue given yes, evil eyebrow. So again, here comes my total, 200. And yes is 160. So I kind of forced that to work, so that's why I know that it's 80. If there's no evil eyebrow, what are my odds of yes taco tongue? That would be 320 out of 400. So that's what independent events would look like. These would all be equal. Okay, which leads us to this takeaway. Be able to. That a conditional probability, this is like the big, huge grand poobah, that the probability of this is of A given B, okay, probability of A given B, or such that B, what's the probability of A? So that, the top is the intersection, probability of A and B, and you could let whatever, taco tongue or evil eyebrow, we just went in order there, divided by the probability of B. So that's what that means, A given B. And this is huge. This is a big word here in probability. Independent. So when knowing that one event has occurred or has not occurred does not affect the probability of the second event. Blah. So if you can show that the probability of A happening is equal to the probability of A given B, which is equal to the probability of A, the complement. So if you look back at this guy, I'll just flip another page. This is, you know, yes, taco tongue, yes, evil eyebrow, but no evil eyebrow is that complement. So you want to be kind of comfortable with seeing things like if this is A, B, this is A, B's complement. So this is a yes and this is a no. So that little C up top. Okay? So it does, it picks up speed really quickly. So I think the only other, like if you were to watch the video, it's a little bit more, and I do these like during the summer, so that's why it was not quite that fresh during my today, but you know, now I'm back in action. But this is how you find that chart. If you're saying that they're independent, then it's going to all be the same. It's going to be that 80%. So in number 6, all the probabilities are different, but then we made them all the probabilities the same. Okay, independent when they're the same, different, they're not independent. Okay, absolutely do the check your understanding, and hopefully the day before is check your understanding with the toilet paper. That'll kind of wrap things up. But otherwise, your quiz is 4-1 to 4-5. Okay, so do that, and I'll see you tomorrow or not until Wednesday.